You're listening to Allman in the Morning. Common Sense Radio.
Good morning, you bunch of drunks.
$8:11. Well, not surprisingly, Marco Rubio is steadfastly standing up for the pansy wing of the Republican Party.
Yeah. I also had hoped that the president-elect would have responded differently, given everything that John Lewis means to our country. But
just sit there and take it. Because John Lewis, 50 years ago, was a kingmaker in the civil rights movement and, busted his tail for that. But it doesn't make everything that comes out of his mouth gospel. And just because he happens to be now the left's baby Jesus that you can't come near doesn't mean he can sit there and use his pulpit to just gratuitously attack somebody. And it's one thing if he talked about issues, but he didn't. He talked about this Russia influence of the election, which is mostly left now to the tinfoil hat kooks. So Trump doesn't have to take any crap from this guy, and he didn't. Thank goodness. Remember Henry Davis, right? We met him, well, pretty much the day after the election, and it's been lovely ever since. Remember? Check this out.
Give my remarks to all of the Trump haters, all of the Hillary Clinton supporters, all of the people that said that my Trump was going to lose. So I say to you this morning, the day after the election,
I have people tweeting out that they just keep this video handy.
That's great.
I mean, it's still funny.
It is still funny.
Especially with everything that's going on. Hey, Jamie, I think we got a winner there, my friend. I think that's going to be around for a long time, my friend.
I still can't just, I listen to it. You know what's coming, but it still is hilarious every time.
Yeah, but dig this, Jamie. Dig this, because I've been waiting to talk to you, man. John Lewis, he kind of looks like somebody that was in a heavyweight fight that didn't actually. All the swelling didn't go all the way down. When I look at him, his eyes, he looks like he's a little beat up. So that's how I feel about John Lewis. I don't really like the guy, and I don't, civil rights and all of that, great thing. But sometimes you just got to move on. All right. And speaking of moving on, your show this morning was full of so much substance and meat. I'm going to throw a little bit more on the table.
Yes, sir.
Last night, when after hanging out with the famous Adam Wainwright and other bunch of big wigs and everything, I came home and I saw, I have about 20,000 followers, and everybody was, Henry, how do you feel about Steve Harvey? How do you feel about Steve Harvey? And I'm like, hey, Steve Harvey is a great guy. I wasn't aware that Steve Harvey had met with our Trump over the weekend. So I go in and I check out the video, and I'm like, great. But right after that, oh, man, you got these people that are saying this about Steve Harvey, and they're talking bad about him, and they're saying that he's a sellout. And you got to understand something. Steve Harvey has a very, very popular radio show. He has a very, very popular TV show. And he has the number one game show, I believe, right now in America. So for him to even come down off his pedestal and even and try and dialogue with our Trump, I think it's a great and fascinating thing. But the point I really want to make, you got all of these people like Snoop Dogg and T.I. and all of these famous black people that are upset about another famous black person saying that they support Donald Trump. My question is, Where are all the Mike Tyson haters?
Yeah, that's interesting too. I mean, listen, Steve Harvey didn't sit there and just. I mean, he said he even came up with the idea of having the Trump family and the Obama family or the Clinton family on Family Feud.
that would be awesome. But Mike Tyson, listen to me very carefully. Mike Tyson was the first person to endorse Trump. He said it way before Trump even ran for president. He said, I think he should be the president of the United States. I have not heard one person say anything about Mike Tyson.
It's because they're afraid that he's going to bite their ear off.
I made a video about it last night at 1:30 in the morning, and I made a video about it, and I did a nice video this time, Jamie. But I must admit, I used one cuss word. It slipped out. Just one. It wasn't as bad as the last one.
Well, we'll bleep that out.
I made a video about how I felt about the whole Steve Harvey issue, and the point I made at the very end is, why ain't nobody saying nothing about Mike Tyson?
Yeah, that's very interesting. Well, it seems like there's this shaming that goes on where, and I'm sure I'm sure you get it constantly when it comes to your outspokenness regarding Donald Trump and your views, not only about culture, but also about politics. And I'm sure you get it all the time. And basically, you just called a traitor.
Well, actually, I don't get it as much as I used to, Jamie, because I've learned how to dialogue with people in a way to where I bait them in, and then I hit them with the juice. I hit them with the sauce.
Yeah.
And now that I got the stop sign campaign going on, a lot of people, I'm telling you, I met a lot of interesting people last night that took the stop sign challenge, as a matter of fact, and people are getting on the. Some people are coming around. It's just a process, man. It's just a process. But I want to thank you for everything that you've done, for looking out for brothers, and just keeping things relevant in the forefront, not only on the high end, but on the low end, my friend. I love you, Jamie. Hey. I gotta go.
Okay, buddy.
I gotta go, but I love you, and I'll be talking to you soon. And go Trump. 2 more days, baby. It's all in pocket.
I love you too, Henry Davis. Thanks so much, my friend. Appreciate you, and so do all of my people and your people. So thanks a ton for your input, and be safe out there as well. Common Sense Radio.